Hi, this is Lara at Elliott Wave Stock Market with your twice weekly Apple analysis done on Monday 13th of May. I'm recording this video just gone 9:30 in the evening New York time on Monday New York time. The daily chart, my wave count remains the same. I'm still seeing Apple in an impulsive trend downwards at cycle degree, unfolding as a 5-wave impulse for a cycle wave A, probably as a big zigzag correction to the downside. Cycle wave A is unfolding at primary degree as a 5-wave impulse, and we have the ends of primary 1 and 2 here. This is where a primary degree third wave looks like it's begun. And primary wave 3 will reach 1.618, the length of primary wave 1 at 272. Within primary wave 3 we have intermediate waves 1, and intermediate wave 2 is a big incomplete flat correction, probably an expanded flat, which means it's extremely likely that minor wave C will make a new price extreme above the end of minor wave A here to avoid a rear running flat and a truncation. The ratios between A and C aren't that reliable. What's more reliable is the ratios between 1, 3 and 5 within an impulse. So I've recalculated the target using minute wave degree within minor wave C. Minute wave 3 has a nice Fibonacci ratio to 1, and at 480.63, minute wave 5 would reach equality in length with minute wave 1. This target may be reached in about a week, maybe sometime next week, late this week or early next week. And when that's done, I'll look out for a trend change and the start of some stronger downwards movement. Intermediate wave 2 may not move beyond the start of 1 above 594.59. Let's have a look at the hourly chart where the start of minor wave C down here is this point down here. So we have 1, 2, 3 and 4 now complete. My last analysis expected price to move just a bit lower, to be extremely likely to move just a little bit below this point, which is pretty much exactly what happened before it turned and started to move back upwards. My only concern with the wave count today is that price is now just outside of this channel that I've drawn here using Elliott's second technique for an impulse. I expect price should go back into the channel and probably end midway in this channel. It's extremely likely to move above 469.95, and the target at 480.63 should be met maybe in about a week or so. At this stage, it's very likely that this fourth wave correction is over. There's perfect alternation between minute wave 4 and its counterpart minute wave 2. Minute wave 2 was a sharp, deep zigzag. Zigzags do tend to be quite sharp and not very long in duration, and this is a sideways moving regular flat correction. The A and B wave both subdivide as 3s, and the C wave subdivides as a 5-wave ending diagonal, where all the subdivisions are zigzags. So all the subdivisions are perfect, and we have perfect alternation between these two. If the fourth wave were to continue further sideways as a double flat or maybe combination, then it can't move into wave 1 price territory below 415.25. But it's extremely likely that it is over here, because were it to continue further sideways, it would start to look very out of proportion, even more so than it already is. So I'll be expecting overall upwards movement with a bit of a decrease in momentum for the next week, maybe a week and a bit, towards this target. Still in a second wave correction, still extremely likely to see price move above 469 to avoid a truncation. I am still expecting overall upwards movement for about a week yet for Apple. That's all for me today with your Apple analysis, and I hope that everybody had a fabulous weekend.